back to RC Buddies Productions, and today we are going to do a full long-term review on my Arma Talion. I've had this car for about a year and a half, and I feel like I now have enough information to give you guys a qualified review. So we're going to split this review up into 4 segments. We're going to have performance, value, durability, and my overall thoughts on the car. Just before I get into that, I'll show you what this car comes with. It comes with a Tactic radio, comes with DB Boots tires, a Arma branded BLX motor, and a BLX ESC, and the servo has died. Normally it comes with this servo. It's a little slow, it works, but I replaced it with a old Eco Power motor that I have. Probably not the best motor or servo, but it works. So first off, I'm going to get into performance. This car performs very well. I only have a 4S battery. It's capable of running 6S. Super fun, loads of power. One thing I did was I replaced the pinion to the high-speed pinion. Makes this car a heck of a lot faster, a lot more fun, and it's just a good time. So the performance, it's a very fast car, labeled to go 70 miles an hour. I bet you could probably hit it if you try hard enough. And the performance overall is just good. I mean, the shocks, they take a beating, they make the car handle well. One thing I would do is lower these a little bit, lower the overall car to the ground. Makes it a little more stable when you're trying to corner. That might be just a little bit of the racer coming out in me, but it helps. And the performance of this radio, honestly, it isn't bad. A lot of people don't like this radio, but it works. It's durable enough, it does its job, decent range, and it's a lot better than the Spectrum radios that they come with now, because this is the V3 model. They do not have a V4. I don't know if they will. Alright, let's move on to the next segment of value. So next we're going to get into value. What is the value of this car? I break value down to metal and plastics, what you get in the box, and the overall world support. So the overall world support, very well. If I break something, I can go down to my local hobby shop, get parts, no problem. They're almost always in stock. The online store, there's usually people that can answer questions, easy to use, very nice. There's always forums, and a lot of people just own these cars. A lot of people own Armas. This model, not as much, but like Creighton's, the Typhon, the Buggy, the like Truggy, a lot of people own the Armas, and most people are willing to help you out. So the other part of value, I think, is what you get in the box. So in the box, you get the car, obviously, you get the radio, and the car comes with this body, which I have sticker bombed right now, but it's alright. You get D-Boots tires, which I run on concrete a lot outside of my house, so they are worn. And so the metal in the box that you get an aluminum servo horn, you get aluminum shock bodies, aluminum shock caps, you get an aluminum plate right here, you get aluminum shock towers, front and rear, you get an aluminum chassis. Now this chassis isn't very good, it's a little thin. It'll scrape super easy, it gets banged up, it will bend, it happens on a lot of these models. So you might have to replace it or just upgrade to a stronger chassis. I know Just Bash It RC has some really nice CNC aluminum chassis for this thing that are super strong. Those chassis are very nice. You get steel dog bone drive shafts all around. You get steel turnbuckles. Turnbuckles are alright. Where I run, they treat the dirt road with a treatment and it rusty crap out of everything. So everything on my car is rusty. Most times it won't be like that if you're running on a place that doesn't treat the dirt roads. You get an aluminum motor plate holder. You get a BLX motor, BLX speed control. They do the job, they're alright. And yeah, the overall value is pretty good. Next, we'll move on to the durability of this car. So what are things I've broken? The servo has blown out. I have this replaced with an old Eco Power motor. It's alright. I didn't have another one, so I popped that one in there. I'd blown a gasket in the center diff, so it started leaking oil. Had to get the gasket replaced. And this tire. So I don't run too much in the winter. I mostly run my race cars in the winter. These tires cracked super bad, just sitting in my basement in the winter. So all these tires are cracked, and this one just exploded one day. So, I mean, these tires, honestly, I think they're pretty good, but this one is cracked. So, while we're on durability, yeah, tires, gonna need to replace those sometime if you do it like me. I have not bent the chassis yet, so that's still holding up pretty good. I haven't bent any shock towers, so the durability of this car is good. I run pretty hard on dirt, I run it on concrete, I flip a lot, just have fun with this car, and not a lot breaks. So the durability of this car is really well. I think the radio is actually pretty durable. I've dropped it a lot and it holds up fine. So yeah, now let's move on to my overall thoughts of the car. So my overall thoughts of this car. What do I think of the V3 Arma Talion 6S? Overall, I think it's a great car. It's a bit old now. They're on V4s of some of their other cars. Radio, like I said, I think is actually pretty darn good. Tires, I think are good if you don't run on concrete a lot, which I do, so don't do that. Body, I think the body's very nice. You know, they got these stickers here to help the paint come off, even though I think they're in the wrong spots. But that's just my opinion. Motor and ESC, pretty darn good. Servo, you're gonna have to buy another one. It just happens. But if you're thinking about buying this car, considering how old it is, I would say buy it. It's a good car. I think I'll be very happy with it. It's fun, it's fast, and if you can get a good deal, I'd go for it. Buying one new, probably wouldn't do it. But if you can get one used, decent condition, I'd go ahead and buy it. Super fun car. My overall thoughts are good. I give it a thumbs up, man. Loads of fun, especially on 6S. Good time. Alright, we'll see you in the next video.